Hey now, say now, what's up solar system? It's your girl Righteous Soul, and today I'm actually going to be doing a reaction video. Yes, recently Will Smith and the cast of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air aired a celebration type of reunion show, and he was able to meet with the former Aunt Viv before the last one. So she only served about 3 seasons on the show, and actually was replaced by another Aunt Viv. And I think the thing that shook the world up a little bit was that the Aunt Viv they replaced her with wasn't even close to what it looks close to. I don't know, probably age either, but they weren't even close to similarities, color or anything. Like, of course, they were both black women, but you know what I mean. But so yeah, so this is the clip that I'm about to show you is him and her sitting down for a chat. He couldn't or didn't want to do the 30-year celebration without her. And in order for them to even make something happen, they would have to had reconcile some things. There was some tension. There was, some very, very hateful things said between the two, about one another, and they had to kind of hash it out, so to speak. But we're going to show you kind of what that clip is going to show you is what happened when they had that sit down. And then I'm not going to interrupt the clip. It's only about 2 minutes and some change, so I'm going to let it play, and then I'll come back to you guys and share my thoughts on it.
Not do a 30-year celebration of this show and not celebrate you.
Will Smith and Janet Hubert have put their differences aside. The former co-stars sat down together for the first time in 27 years during the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion special on HBO Max to discuss the actress's contentious exit from the sitcom nearly 3 decades ago. Hubert originally played Aunt Viv for 3 seasons of the show. She left in 1993 citing creative differences and was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid. The casting shakeup sparked an ongoing feud between Smith and Hubert, which has continued in the public eye until now.
What you didn't realize either, that I was going through a lot at home.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You didn't know.
Yep.
You guys didn't know. Very abusive marriage.
I have children.
Yeah.
I've been divorced and have a second marriage, and I can see now the level of pain and the level of struggle that it was for you just to show up every day. And then...
But you took all that away from me.
Mm-hmm.
With your words. Words can kill.
Mm-hmm.
I lost everything. Reputation, everything. And I understand you were able to move forward, but those words, calling a black woman difficult in Hollywood is the kiss of death.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry that I have blasted you to pieces.
No, it is so, first of all, thank you for sharing that with me. I didn't know that. When I look back now, it's obvious that you were having a hard time, and I felt like you hated me.
The 64-year-old actress later reunited with the rest of the cast and even met Reid for the first time. Will teased the moment on Instagram, posting, "2 queens, 1 throne, all love."
All right. So what you think? I know for me, it's very important to be able to have issues or miscommunication or things with people, and then also at the end of the day be able to reconcile with them, because I think the world is about making mistakes. It is about miscommunicating in a way where you may not have understood a person or their personality or even their actions, and then you're saying in return, listen, I don't understand you. I don't agree with you. I may not even like you, but as an adult, it is a really good thing to be able to sit across from someone you had issues with, or you beefed with, or whatever it is, and say, you know what, I know we had this issue. I know that was some time ago, even if it wasn't some time ago, and you want to say, hey, I know this was just something that happened and it's fresh on my heart to make amends with you over it. I've been in scenarios or situations where, I've had to reconcile with people, but I think after a certain amount of time of reconciling with the same person, it kind of gets old. It kind of gets, this isn't going to get better. This isn't going to be something that's good for me. It's going to probably be toxic if it continues. So how do I approach it without, leaving the waters troubled, if that makes sense? So, I think sometimes you have to just be cordial with a person and then leave it at that. For what Aunt Viv and which AKA is Janet Hubert, her and Will Smith, what they did, they were able to reconcile their differences. I think calling a black woman difficult, if a black woman is being difficult, in your opinion, isn't a crime. I think sometimes though it kind of pits us against each other when people are kind of giving one person a name, saying that this person is known for this, or could be trouble for you, and warning someone of that. I think if you're cool with someone, you're trying to warn them of something like that, cool. But I think in cases like Hollywood, it could be easily something that leaves her blackballed, and I don't know which side. I'm not on one side or the other, to be honest with you. Will went on to make a very prosperous career. Even delving into rap. He was a rapper as well, and I suppose he still is a rapper. And Aunt Viv, of course, she says in this clip that, hey, I was dealing with some issues at home. All you did was make my life worse with your words, and words do hurt people. And so I am going to make sure that I'm very intentional moving forward about things that I say. It is clips like this that trigger you to look around and see how many misunderstandings you got out there. And I honestly don't have a lot of misunderstanding these days out there lingering around, and anything that's beef is only beef to them, because I don't know of anything. I don't get in those kind of issues or troubles that I had earlier on as a poet, or even a promoter. I don't run into some of the same issues because I learned how to handle things a lot more maturely. And also I learned that there is a time and a place for everything, including making amends. And so I would encourage anyone out there, if you can make amends with someone. I see rappers, get into beefs, and those kind of beefs that get really, really serious. They follow them around and they linger in a way so that, a rapper could be just kind of sitting at the stoplight, and someone from his past who was beefing with him had been telling him, and boom, he's gone in a heartbeat. So I think when matters get so bad that it can result in death, you really want to make amends with someone, if you can. And so I just think I've kind of, as a person, have gone through so much in this lifetime that I really want to live a prosperous life, and I really want to make connections. I really want to be a good human being to other human beings, period. No matter what, and no matter the past that they led or the life that I've led, I really want to make any amends that I can. If there's anyone listening or watching and I've done something maybe that you didn't like or didn't understand or felt slighted by, sometimes I think it is very important for you to address those things with people, because sometimes they don't know. Like, I know for a fact there's nothing that I know that I haven't addressed, already. So if there is, and you're listening or watching, clips like what we just saw makes me understand the value of pulling someone to the side and say, let's talk about it. Because I don't want to make your life miserable, and I damn sure don't want anyone making mine miserable. It's been miserable enough at times where I've had to kind of get it out the mud, So I recommend anyone out there who are dealing with any issues with people, to do the best that works for you in your life and your family and your friends and whomever it is. Make amends where you can make amends, but where you can't, just pray about it or meditate or whatever it is that you do, and then move forward. Because honestly, there comes a time when there is nothing you can do but say, hey, you know what, I was wrong, period. Like I was wrong about something, or I was wrong about a person, or I was misunderstanding or being misunderstood, and I want to make that right today. I want to make that right. So if at any point in your lifetime you're able to do that, I think you should, honestly. But I also know that you can't make other people mesh well with you. Some people are going to have those aggravated spirits, and they're going to be one way no matter what you do. You could be rational all you want to someone who is dead set on misunderstanding you, and then you can't do anything but keep moving and keep living your life and keep learning from the things that you've gone through, or anyone that's crossed you before, or any misunderstandings you've had. So that's kind of my tidbit on this. And honestly, I don't know Will and Viv's, well, I'll call her Janet now. I don't know Will and Janet's, what initially started everything, other than what they share in the video, which isn't as detailed. It's just saying a few basic things. But even what they said, I hate that it took a 30-year time span to make amends with. People are hurting on the inside for that amount of time, and feeling slighted for that long could really, really, make them miss out on opportunities. So I'm telling y'all, if you don't have to, don't miss out on your blessing or your opportunities because you're beefing or having issues with someone. It's okay to kind of pull them to the side and say, listen, I don't know how long this is going to go on, but I don't want it to go on another day. I want to be able to live my life in peace and prosperous, and prosper in it, so I'm going to send a warm blessing and energy out to all of y'all. Make sure you handle your own affairs and make those things happen for you, if you want to make amends. But if not, hey, I just continue to encourage you guys to move forward with power and to continue to focus on your focus. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. Once you subscribe, click the notification bell so that you can get alerts whenever I post. This particular video is a reaction video where I'm reacting to a clip or a video, but there will also be many more kinds of videos that I do, and I'm looking to keep you guys along for the journey on my road to 1,000 subscribers. And thank you. That may be in 5 months, that may be in 5 days if something amazing happens, and that stroke of luck comes to me. But all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna take it one step at a time. And guys, don't be dead set on misunderstanding people. Go out there with an open heart, trying to get to know people if you're going to get to know people, and if you run into some issues, don't let them be irreconcilable differences if you don't have to. All right, y'all. I know it's my world. It's my world, but it really isn't a world without you in it, because y'all help keep it spinning. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate every subscriber. I appreciate every like, every comment. And if you're out there, you're my family, you're my friend, you're my supporter. Please don't let a video go by that you're not liking, that you're not commenting on, because, I really want to continue to build this thing, and I know it's going to take your support. All right. You already know the rest. Hey now, say now, and we're out.